Welcome to a very special episode of Kitchen and Jorn. This is Kitchen, I'm Brie.
Jorn is doing sound. If Brie seems taller than usual, it's because Brie is sitting on a special pillow for her achy breaky butt.
Which leads us to the topic of today's video.
Let's talk about Brie's bodycon surgery. We weren't in the last video, and that's because Brie usually isn't in videos. And also, I was in San Francisco with Brie while Brie got her bodycon surgery. Brie, do you want to explain what bodycon surgery is to the people at home?
Yes, so what it is actually a suite of different procedures with the general goal of kind of feminizing my body. So what we had done was obviously a breast augmentation.
Those are real. Boobs!
Boobs!
Okay, and then
so, yeah,
also...
so I got a boob job, and then also I got a 360 lipo. So they sucked out fat from a bunch of different places and concentrated it mostly on the hips and a little bit on the buttocks.
Some big, broad things for this video. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about surgeries. We're gonna be talking about Brie surgeries. We're not gonna be showing any pictures of surgery, so like, don't worry about that. Also, I didn't take any because like they don't let me in there with a camera. Apparently, it's like considered rude and disruptive. That's thing number one. Thing number two is we are gonna be moderating this comment section so much. So you know, be cool.
Be cool.
Most of you are, but like, you know,
But if you're not,
if you're
Jen gets to ya.
Jen will get to you first. Everyone thinks I'm the mean one. I'm not the mean one. Jen is the mean one. Thing number three, you might be thinking, why isn't Brie doing this video alone? Because Brie doesn't want to do a video by herself.
Brie's barely good at doing videos with professional video people around, much less on her own.
Yeah, but that's why. When people are like, Kristen, you're talking a lot, it's because Brie doesn't do this professionally, and I'm here to help. We talked about how you do your boobs, your hips, your butt, and then you got fat lipoed out of your stomach to put in your hips and butt. Isn't that amazing?
Right?
Isn't science amazing?
It's pretty cool. The general idea is take the fat from where it was and put it in places where it just lies a little bit more femininely.
Yeah.
You know, the idea wasn't don't be fat, it was look like a fat woman.
So let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about this process. So how long were you on the wait list for surgery?
It's been like a year and a half. I called the Gender Confirmation Center, I want to say September or October of last year, and got a consult for December, and then, you know, spoke to the doctor about like kind of what I was looking for. And then it was just a matter of getting insurance figured out and then finding a place on the schedule, which took
A year.
Yeah,
about
a
a year.
year.
So, and that's actually, I feel like pretty quick.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the Gender Confirmation Center. It is wonderful. It is in San Francisco.
Yes.
So we had to travel to San Francisco for 8 days so that we could get the surgery. I went with you so I could take care of you.
Yes.
Originally, you were also gonna have a tummy tuck.
Oh yes, originally I was. Turned out I wasn't actually a great candidate for it, which was for the best because it made the recovery so much easier.
Yeah, if you'd had a tummy tuck, it would have been
Yeah.
miserable. Because like the thing about San Francisco, in case you don't know, is that almost all the buildings that are like houses have stairs. And I don't know if you know this about surgery, but getting upstairs is not something you can do. You found a place to stay.
Yeah, I found
You
a
found a
place
place
to
for us to stay that didn't have stairs.
Well, it did have stairs, but like I needed to get up the stairs once when we got back from surgery, and that was it for like a week.
There was basically like a whole little cute apartment up the stairs, and then in the basement, that's where I slept.
Yeah.
I slept. So, serious question. How do you get cigar smoke out of a nearly windowless basement room? Which, like, fine, whatever. It meant you didn't have to go up and downstairs.
Exactly, yeah. Because the other thing about recovering from this surgery is you're not allowed to put any pressure on your butt, your hips, or your stomach. And if you are doing the math with me, that leaves 0 sides left to sleep on.
What you basically do is that I tie Brie to the wall at night.
No. That's for something else.
So as we make this video, we are a few weeks post-op. We got to San Francisco, and then you had an appointment the day before. Here we go.
Whoa. Driving by the Cow Palace, legendary wrestling arena.
Okay, I don't think that's really the sites that people care about. She's going in her first day of school. Now we have to ring the doorbell, first day of school. I thought it was gonna be quick. It was not. It was like 2 hours because we had to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I had to pick the final size of my boobs.
The final boobs.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, here we are.
Here we are.
We're picking boobs.
We had to make some decisions, clear up a couple of things, ask a bunch of questions.
There was a lot to talk about.
There was a lot to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
you know, how am I going to sleep? How am I going to, like, get around? Things like that.
The next day, bright and early, I didn't really
5:45.
I didn't sleep that well because I knew I had to get you up at 3:45 to chug a Gatorade. So I got you up at 3 o'clock.
I kept meaning to tell you, I didn't need to drink that Gatorade. That's just the last point at which I could have drinking that Gatorade.
I know. I just didn't want you to wake up and be super dehydrated. So I
appreciate
I wanted to wake you up at like the last possible moment so you could drink. Trust me, as someone who's had lots of surgeries, spending 12 hours without fluid sucks butt, and I don't understand why so many surgeries make you do that. Cause it's like, yeah, definitely poke my veins while I'm incredibly dehydrated. This is fun for everyone. So I got you up at 3:45, had you drink a Gatorade, then got you back up, I want to say at 5.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. We took you to the La Hopital, the hospital.
Yep.
How were you feeling that morning?
I was feeling nervous.
Yeah, you were scared.
I was feeling very nervous.
We're here at the hospital, and you're reading anime.
This was my first real major surgery.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was a little anxious about it.
Yeah, we had to go in through, in fact, it was so early, we had to go in through the emergency room. And then it called us up to surgery, and then they got you ready.
Then the doctor came in and got a Sharpie and basically drew what he was gonna do on me.
I mean, it was fascinating to watch, because, like, you basically took all your clothes off, and then, like, he basically did, like, the thing, like my art. It's like how I sculpt my thing, and I was like, I saw the vision. Like I understood like what he was doing, and like, how he was doing it. Like,
and it mostly came to pass?
No, it definitely did.
Okay.
It definitely came to pass.
Okay.
Like honestly, I think it looks even better than what I thought the vision was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there was a social worker who came who was a trans person, and they had a little support dog who was about this high, a little support chihuahua. It was really cute. It
was very adorable.
You were scared. The thing that I told you, which I'll tell everyone who's scared about having surgery, have you ever had anesthesia before? Did it go fine? You will be fine this time too.
I was just nervous.
Yeah, I know.
I was just nervous, and you know, I was not looking forward to what I would be feeling like when I woke up. It was a lot.
Yeah. So, it was so funny. The surgeon was just like, yeah, surgery's gonna be like 5 to 6 hours. And then the anesthesiologist came in right after and was just like, it's gonna be 7 hours. And I was like, so you guys need to get together and talk about this, because clearly you don't agree. But I talked to someone actually on Instagram later, whose name I don't remember, but they were telling me that apparently like surgeons always underestimate how long surgery will take, and anesthesiologists always overestimate. So it actually ended up being 6 hours and 15 minutes.
All right, so around 2 o'clock, you went back to the hospital.
I came back to the hospital, and I was so annoying because like they didn't call me, so I was mad, and I was just like, I'm just gonna come back because I know it's time. And then like I went. First of all, security at that hospital was terrible. I literally walked to the front desk and said, "My wife's in surgery," and he was like, "Just take a badge." Didn't ask me who I was. Didn't ask me who you were. Didn't ask me for my ID. I just like was like, yeah. I went up to like the surgery center, and I was like, "Where Brie?" And they were like, she's still sleeping, and I was like, I doubt that. I know she's out of surgery. And then I sat there and I stewed for like an hour.
Meanwhile, I woke up, and I don't recall exactly waking up because apparently I woke up screaming. I basically came to already awake, if that makes any sense. And basically I was just like, juice, please.
The juice you have right after surgery is the most delicious, refreshing, flavorful juice of your entire life. And how was it?
It was real good.
It was incredible, right? The thing is like when it was time to get you, things moved fast. Because I was just like, just taking forever. I'm really mad.
The first allowable moment, they were like, okay, get her the out of here.
Oh yeah. They came back and they were just like, time to sit up. They started unhooking you. They were like, time to sit up. And then I was just like, wait, I have 1,000 questions. When you are in the hospital and you're in post-op, the one question I think everyone should ask is, when is the next time I could take pain medication? Because you're gonna get home and you're not gonna know. And then you're just gonna be like, what? Like you're not gonna know what to do. So I got that question answered, and after that I was like, okay, we'll figure the rest of it out.
But yeah, I came to, I was in my compression gear and my sports bra. Again, basically need to wear for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Then I got you home, and like, you were rough that first day.
Yeah, but even still, I was a little more ambulatory than I thought I would be.
Yeah, but you were, and then I think you just went to sleep, and then
Yeah, I
I played Nintendo Switch. I think the next day you were, like, I helped you out of bed, but you were kind of like up and about.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
24 hours, you were able to like get out of bed.
Less than that.
Less than that, yeah. I was able to get out of bed by myself and
Yeah.
I dealt with the incredibly disappointing Alabama USF game. And
I kind of was like not really making memories. I
That's fair.
don't even remember watching a football game.
yeah, I was doing a lot better much sooner than I thought I would. And that night I started like I just got incredibly itchy and like
The
it
itchiness.
really freaked me out.
No one told us about this. When you get like, because basically what you got is a BBL. If you don't know what a BBL is, it's like the colloquial term for this surgery. It's a Brazilian butt lift.
Fat grafting.
It's fat grafting. It makes you look rounder and more like woo, like perky and stuff like that. The thing about BBL surgeries is that they are incredibly itchy.
Yeah, because that's the nerves basically attaching.
Yeah.
Is that itchiness, and it was maddening. So I just took some Benadryl and
Yeah, I felt bad for
Knocked
you.
out.
You woke me up because you were just like, do I have an infection? I was like, I don't think you have an infection. And then we called telehealth and we're just like, can she have Benadryl? And then like I spent a lot of time just like with a hairbrush, just kind of
yeah.
like.
The itchiness was harder than any real pain. By now, that's mostly subsided. I don't really get the itchiness anymore.
That's great.
Yeah, here's the other thing, is this surgery, there's a lot that can go wrong with this surgery, so I'm worried about it going wrong all the time. And I ask Kristen about it all the time, and she loves it.
I'm just like, give me more of that anxiety. I'm gonna sponge it up. It's hard though, also because like, that's the thing that we learned in the office is the doctor was just like, yeah, we'll see in like 6 months if it took. And I was like, what do you mean we will see in 6 months if it took? Do you mean that this could fail? What? Like, how do we make sure that doesn't happen?
And there's really no good way.
There's no good way. He was just like, well, we'll see. Either it will or it won't. And I was like, you are being really cavalier about something that is going to cause a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I think you're doing the best you can. I think that's kind of what the doctor said too, is he's just like, you got to do just the best you can.
I can't like just grip my feet into the ceiling and sleep upside down like a bat.
That would be cool though.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a
Bat
fun.
Brie. I was itchy, I was sore, and I was
bored.
bored.
The results were clear immediately. Like the second you got out of that hospital bed, it was like, Brie has a new body.
Yeah. And I've just been worried about losing those results ever since. Basically since I woke up from surgery, I've been worried about ruining it.
You're not gonna ruin it. With a lot of these surgeries, there has to be a revision. And so like that might happen, but as you've said, and as everyone said 1,000 times, the revision is not gonna be as difficult as the first time.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not gonna ruin it.
I know.
I know, but I know it's scary.
It is.
Your lipstick looks great.
Thank you.
I know, it's because I applied it.
What?
So then we get to your post-op appointment, which is where the real exciting thing happens. Because by this point, you are stressed out. Unbeknownst to us, you have started to retain
So much fluid.
So much fluid.
And like I can feel that it's just different. That my body is just different.
Yeah, and you kept being like, does my body look different? And I was like, in my mind, I was like, yes. But in my mouth, I was like, no. Because I was just like, yeah, something's different, but I don't quite know what it was. Because I didn't know what it was. And two, I'm not going to be like, yeah. So we got to the doctor.
And it turns out I was just retaining a massive amounts of fluid.
Like a lot of fluid. Like I sat there and watched as the doctor drained 2 liters of fluid from her belly. Yeah, it was
gross.
How did it feel?
Weird.
You like being juiced a little bit?
Yeah. Weird, but afterwards I felt amazing. And then like I immediately started retaining fluid again.
And that'll be for a second.
I know.
And we have to get it removed again. A doctor will remove the fluid. Jen's gonna do it. Jen went to bitch medical school, and so she's actually been starting to practice medicine as a doctor of bitchology. Anyway, so then I watched you get all your fluid juiced out of you. The doctor is really nice.
He was nice.
He was super nice. And then we went home. That flight home was interesting.
Yeah, it was rough.
You would have sit on a pillow. You would sit on a BBL pillow.
Luckily, it was like a 50-minute flight.
Yeah, that was a rough flight. I felt really bad for you because you were just like, you were basically sitting in like half of a high chair in like a coach seat.
Yeah.
And then I guess that kind of brings us to
now. Yeah. I've just been finding new ways to sit down without aggravating myself. I feel a lot different. You know, I like catch myself in the mirror and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this feels right.
One thing you keep doing also is you keep like kind of touching your curves because you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, my body.
I do.
I mean, you probably feel, even though like obviously you're full of fluid, you probably feel better.
I do feel better.
Like, I feel like you feel better, you feel happier, you're super happy with the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's like what we wanted.
I know.
Did it. I mean,
did.
I didn't do much, I was just there.
You did a lot.
I know. Well, actually, yeah, I wore this because like Brie actually got this for me as like a thank you present.
For everything she did to help me recover and, you know, to get me there in the first place. And, you know, just taking care of me.
Which is really sweet. Which is
Yeah,
really sweet of
course.
you. I know.
Yeah, you two are cute.
I'm very proud of you, and I know this
thank
is like
you.
really. This took like a lot of bravery because you've never had major surgery before. And it was really hard, and like, but you did, and we've been planning this for so long, and like you finally did it. It's done, and now like you can worry about your next surgery.
Yeah, yeah. Face, June of 2024.
Which we started the process earlier.
Yes.
And are ending it late. Face is gonna take what, like 2.5 years?
Something
all
like
in?
that, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 years. But yeah, you're gonna do that too, and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like, and you're gonna be super happy with it, and all of a sudden you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, I did it. And like, obviously there is no end date to transitioning. Like, it's a lifelong process.
course.
But like, these are big milestones.
They are.
And I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Look at them boobies. Hey, you're not sore enough where you can do that still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we went into surgery, the doctor was like, you know, I think I want to do size 450 boobs, but like, you know, I don't really want to go up to size 500 boobs. I'm afraid that might be too big, so we'll just see in surgery. And then after surgery, it was like, I did size 5'10s.
I decided to do the biggest bazongas possible.
Well, the biggest bazongas
are like
700s, yes.
Final thoughts. I'm just, you know, I'm really glad I had the opportunity to do this, and I'm really glad that I had you to help me with the process, and I'm really glad that, you know, I knew I had so many people, you know, supporting me you know, rooting for me, and, you know, that was just really nice.
Everyone is rooting for you.
I know.
Everyone is super happy about this.
I know.
We wouldn't even make this video unless people were like just super excited to like see your joy and see like the things you're getting to do and like you know, celebrate that with you and,
Yeah.
and
Well, no,
learn a little bit.
I feel really lucky and really blessed.
We release new videos every Friday. Please don't talk about how tired I seem in this video. I'm just tired, okay?
She's been such a trooper.
Yes.
Like, you guys don't even know.
Oh, you don't have to say that. It's like not your job to tell people how cool I am.
But you're
I
so
can do
cool.
that myself.
But you're so cool.
Do that myself. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, sleeping. I'm gonna sleep on your boobie. I am so tired. Oh wow, this doesn't hurt you now.
No.
Yeah, see, improvement.
All right, bye. We love all of you. Mwah.